Hello Libra, how are you today? I welcome you to your community, Purple Feather Tarot. I truly hope that you're doing well at this moment, and I also wish that in this reading, you'll find the answers from the universe that you've been searching for. Today, we're going to dive directly into your reading, so let's take a moment to connect with your energy and your tarot cards. As always, we'll begin by observing your current energy, then we'll look into the energy of the person who's thinking about you right now, and finally, we'll reveal the blessings that are coming your way. You have the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. Libra, it seems that love has been a challenge for you lately. You've been trying to open your heart and connect with new people, but so far, you haven't met someone who truly touches your soul. Your reading reminds you to be patient, because someone is approaching, someone who will bring light to your life and put a genuine smile on your face. Right now, you may feel like you're in a stage of transition. You're leaving things behind, releasing emotional burdens, walking away from certain people, memories, or places that once held meaning. For you, Libra, letting go is never easy, because you carry balance and connection in your heart. But the universe is gently insisting that this is the moment to release everything that no longer serves your growth. Letting go opens the path for the new, and especially for those things that are meant to bring you happiness in your near future. I see you stepping into a more joyful space. There's a sense of personal victory surrounding you. You may soon meet someone who makes you feel seen and cherished. At the same time, success in your work life seems very likely. There may be meaningful progress in your family connections too. I sense that something you've been patiently nurturing is finally beginning to bloom. The harvest is near, and it holds something truly valuable. Let's now explore what this harvest is about. Let's understand who this new person is that's entering your life, and what kind of burdens the universe is asking you to release right now. Let's continue now, Libra, by tuning into your energy. You have the 4 of Swords, which tells me that a phase of peace, silence, and inner calm may be entering your life. I sense that you might be withdrawing a little from the outside world. Perhaps you're feeling emotionally sensitive right now, and you're not really in the mood for parties or festivals. Instead, you're longing to connect with yourself, to return to your truth, and to rediscover your essence. You also have the card of Judgment. I feel that this need to reflect on yourself comes from the fact that there's an important decision ahead, one that could change your life forever. Personally, I like the Judgment card. It's not an easy card, but once you face its energy, once you make that difficult choice or go through that challenging moment, what follows is expansion. Your reading is telling you that a spiritual awakening is coming, Libra, but for that to happen, you'll need to take a leap of faith. You must let go of something, a ghost from the past, a memory, or a lingering frustration that still lives in your mind. This moment is about renewal, and the universe is the one asking for it. You also have the Page of Wands, a card full of curiosity and desire for exploration. This shows that you're ready to learn new things, to break free from routine. It often appears when someone is tired of monotony, of repetitive patterns, even of their current job, and starts longing for something completely different. When it comes to love, this card doesn't necessarily mean you're going to break up with the person you're currently involved with. But it does highlight the need to bring spark, energy, and fresh motivation into the relationship. You may want to propose new experiences or ask your partner to step out of routine. Love is important, yes, but so are laughter, joy, and discovering new adventures together. You may even feel the urge to travel soon. Notice how the Page of Wands represents the fire element, and in this illustration, there's a desert landscape. Maybe you want to visit a desert or a warm, sunny place. Perhaps you want to go to the beach, or maybe Dubai, or even the Sahara Desert. I don't know, let me know in the comments. But the desert, the heat, and this card always represent movement. Let's continue with your reading. You have the 3 of Swords. This card may represent a pain that still lingers deep in your heart. But with this transformation and this rebirth, that pain is finally becoming part of your past. I feel like you're someone who gives absolutely everything. And sometimes, Libra, there are people who don't even thank you for all the good you do for them. Your reading is asking you to act with great compassion. Whether or not these people return what you give them, the universe, in its infinite abundance, will be in charge of returning it to you multiplied. This is a moment to give freely, without expecting anything in return. That doesn't mean you should accept unbalanced or one-sided relationships. Reciprocity in love is still essential. But sometimes, someone just needs your help. You can take a leap of faith, an act of goodwill, and allow the universe to return these blessings to you in its own time. Let's continue. You have the Two of Cups. Let's take a moment to clarify this card, because it could mean that someone is thinking of you right now. Maybe your twin flame wants to give you a gift. It could be words like, "I love you," or a heartfelt message, or even a romantic invitation. I feel, strongly, that a Cancer or a Pisces might be thinking about you. Let's explore that further. Your reading also tells me that you are attracting someone different, maybe someone from an astrological sign you've never been with before. Perhaps you're curious about going on a date with someone you've never explored romantically. So go ahead and tell me in the comments, what's the sign of someone you've never dated, kissed, or had any intimate experience with? For example, maybe you've never gone out with a Gemini, or never been close to a Taurus, and you wonder what it might be like. The Two of Cups always represents deep connection, exploration, and truly getting to know that special person, your twin flame, on every level. So let's keep looking, because I sense that someone different is truly being drawn into your life. Libra, you have the Seven of Wands, and I feel that you generally attract very strong personalities. The energy of the Seven of Wands is both positive and challenging. On one hand, it can represent someone full of vitality, charisma, and determination, someone who refuses to be bullied, who stands firm against oppression, and who carries a powerful personal presence. However, when this energy goes out of balance, it can also reflect someone with a short temper, someone who gets irritated easily, or who may be dealing with emotional instability at the moment. I sense that you might be attracting someone with these traits, perhaps someone under the sign of Aries, Gemini, or Sagittarius. This card also talks about boundaries. It's okay, and even natural, to have conflicts or differences in a relationship, but perhaps this person's way of dealing with problems is too aggressive for your nature. So this card serves as a gentle reminder to honor your own emotional needs and to set clear, healthy limits. Continuing with your reading, you have the Five of Swords. This card speaks of someone who thought they had won, but in the end, they lost you. Someone may have taken something from you, only to end up losing your love and respect. The Five of Swords always represents a person who lies to themselves, someone who is deceptive, manipulative, even mythomaniac, a compulsive liar. This is someone who ends up completely alone because no one trusts them anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been hurt or deeply disappointed by someone like this. In fact, this card can sometimes indicate legal trouble. There's a difference between morality and legality. For example, someone could cheat on you, which is morally wrong, but has no legal consequence. However, in this case, I feel like this person may actually be facing real legal issues. They may have no boundaries and believe they can scam, lie, or manipulate without facing consequences. This might be a warning, Libra, about someone trying to come back into your life or someone who might be using you right now. Be cautious and trust your instincts. Now, let's move on. You have the Six of Pentacles, which is a card I really like. It represents abundance and balance. Right now, my intuition tells me this card has two meanings for you. First, the universe is beginning to balance your financial life. Your income, at least in the beginning, will likely match your expenses and debts. That will give you the chance to clear out some past financial burdens. And from there, you'll start moving toward true financial growth. You might be stepping into a job related to sales. At first, you won't earn huge commissions, but it will be enough to pay off old debts and stabilize your finances. Then, as you master your skills and become an expert in your field, you'll begin to earn generous commissions. A big commission or a significant sum of money is coming your way soon. In fact, if you feel it in your heart, you can even say this aloud today: a juicy, colossal fortune is coming into my life. The Six of Pentacles is also a card of giving. It's an invitation from the universe to do acts of kindness, acts of charity. If you're in a position to give, even just a little, donate clothes, donate money, or offer your time, now is a perfect moment. Maybe give something to an animal shelter, or to an organization that supports people with disabilities. This card is all about keeping the flow of abundance alive. The universe sends blessings your way, and part of that energy exchange is also giving back in any way you can. Alright Libra, let's continue with your reading. You also have the Hermit card, which carries Virgo energy. Let's clarify this energy a bit more. It's possible that someone under the sign of Virgo is thinking about you. Perhaps recently you've been feeling alone. Now, this feeling can have two meanings. You may be feeling very alone, and that's okay, because it's something you actually need. You might be seeking solitude to recover your energy, both mentally and spiritually. You may be healing, maybe even physically, from something that's taken a toll on you. However, the Hermit can also mean that you feel disconnected from someone. It's as if communication isn't flowing, maybe because the other person doesn't want to talk, or simply doesn't want to understand what you're trying to express. This card also symbolizes perseverance. If you're working on an idea right now, Libra, please don't feel discouraged if the first time you share it, it gets rejected. You can revisit it, think it through again, refine your approach, and give it another try. The Hermit teaches that success requires embracing setbacks. Mistakes, failures, and rejections are all part of the process. But it's essential to shake off the weight of those negative emotions and keep going. So maybe right now, you're simply reorganizing, maybe reworking a plan, reevaluating your thoughts before taking the next step. Whether it's about a business, a relationship, or a personal project, the message is clear: you'll try again, and this time, it's going to work. You also have the Page of Swords. This is a very positive card because it represents insight, clarity, and a message from the universe. It speaks of ideas that come into your life to help solve a problem you've been facing. This reading is telling you that in your silence, in your moments of meditation and reflection, you'll receive a breakthrough, a completely revolutionary idea. This is the moment where the light bulb switches on. A brilliant thought arrives, a plan that makes you say, "Why didn't I think of this before?" And the answer is simple, because this idea is coming directly from above. It's a divine message, a whisper from the universe in response to your prayer. Right now, you're seeking a solution, and the universe is placing that answer gently into your mind. So don't be surprised if you suddenly become more creative, if great ideas start flowing to you. You're about to discover exactly the solution you've been needing, and it will feel like it arrived at the perfect time. Let's keep going. You also have the High Priestess card. Your intuition right now is predicting a major shift. Let's clarify this energy and find out what kind of change is approaching your life, or what kind of transformation your intuition is already sensing. Let's continue, Libra. You have the Five of Wands. Let's take a closer look, because this card often speaks about competition. You might be competing for something, maybe for a position, maybe in a sporting event, or simply within a situation where multiple energies are clashing. Let's see what the outcome of this competition or conflict might be. You have the Seven of Cups. This card is telling you that even though conflict may be surrounding you, don't let it pull you away from your path. You are going to get a result that is far better than you expect. Maybe right now you feel like you're going to lose, or you think others are stronger than you. But this reading shows that you're going to exceed all expectations. Even those who never believed in you will be surprised, because you're going to stand on the podium. You may very well take first place. Now, let's go deeper into your energy. What other cards do you have? You've drawn the Nine of Swords. Let's take a look at this concern, this anxiety, or sorrow. You also have the Moon. It seems like you've been trying to control things that are outside of your control. The Moon represents confusion, illusion, and the unknown. The Nine of Swords reflects that moment when you wake up from a nightmare and wonder, why do I feel so overwhelmed? This part of your reading is asking you to let go of the need to control every detail. You are capable, Libra. You are smart. But you can't manage absolutely everything. Let's look deeper, because I feel this has something to do with an old fear, maybe even a childhood trauma, that hasn't fully healed yet. The past, especially your distant past when you were just a child or even a baby, does not have to define your present or your future. But right now, that wound may still be influencing how you feel. You're a deeply sensitive person, and someone may have hurt you in the past. Maybe you haven't closed that chapter completely. So let's see what the universe recommends. You have the Chariot. The Chariot always represents a successful person, someone who moves forward with purpose and speed. The universe is giving you back control over your life, Libra. And every time the Chariot appears, it means your life is about to accelerate. Things will begin to move faster, in love, in finances, in your personal goals. But that doesn't mean you should let life carry you without direction. The Chariot reminds you that you hold the reins. You steer this vehicle. So now is the time to take full control of your path, to make use of this momentum and guide it towards something meaningful. Your reading is telling you, set your destination. Define your goals. Focus on where you want to go. Start with short-term goals, things you'd like to accomplish in the next month. Then move forward. You might decide to create new habits. Maybe you'll work out more, eat better, or show more love and affection toward your partner. Maybe you'll open up emotionally, express your feelings more freely. All of this depends on what you want for yourself. The universe is pushing you forward, Libra, but it's up to you to channel that energy in one clear direction. Once you do, you'll be amazed at how quickly your results start to show. So that brings us to the end of your tarot reading for today. As always, thank you so much for being here with me, uncovering the secrets of the tarot. For now, we'll close your reading. If you enjoy these sessions, feel free to click the like button and also subscribe to this channel. Let's end this video with a wish. May your day be filled with success, with blessings, and I'm sure we'll meet again in your next reading.